I just wanted to make this little video to show you what the 515 looks like. I wanted to show how great the counterbalance is. So this counterbalance is set correctly. So you can see there, it's my fingertip, let go, just stays. This is how fun shooting with a counterbalance is. So you can set your frame, let go. You know, people are talking, blah, 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 then they start to move. Oh, I gotta move the camera. Oh, I'm gonna follow them. Oh. The lock is right here, that locks it, so now you can't move it. Gotta make sure before you try to move it that you take this lock off, because you can damage it, of course, right? If you want to increase the counterbalance, it's right here, it's like a little dial. So you just kind of, what you would do is just kind of rotate this wheel, and basically what I'm doing is pulling with my finger on this side, and at the same time on this side I'm pushing with my thumb. Makes it a little bit easier. But that's what it looks like. Now let's say that it wasn't set correctly. Let's say that there was too much counterbalance, right? So let's set it. And what would happen? Oh, wait. Oh, what is this? A sackler? Oh. So what you would do is you would, rotate this down. First thing you want to do is balance your camera, right? So make sure that the center, the weight of the camera is directly over the plates here, right? So I just move it to the left a little bit to take some of the counterbalance out. And then you watch it. Okay, it looks good, right? And you go both ways. So I go this way. Oh, nope, that's not correct, right? That's too much. So let's take it off. Try again. Yes, it works perfectly throughout the entire range, 90 back and 90 forward. It's really incredible, and I'm probably going to regret selling these. But I have a 515, and then I also have a 515S, which I'll show you. I don't have any other cameras to use because I'm shooting with my Alexa right now. So that's why I don't have any other accoutrement here. It's just the camera, because everything I have I'm using to shoot, and I guess I could show you what I'm actually shooting with right now. So let's just shoot with this guy here really quick. What are we doing? What is this? What is that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm on a jib. Yeah, because I was gonna do some detail stuff. Don't judge me. But that's the Alexa. The only cameras I've used on this are this camera, the Sony a7S II, and I've also used the Pocket, but I've had those pretty much loaded up, right? And I've had my gold mount batteries on there. I've had my small HD monitor. I had follow focus. I have rods, dovetail plate, all this stuff. So, and big heavy Zeiss lenses on there, and this thing does great. I would say you could even go, it says 20, and I haven't used it with that much, but I'm sure it could take it, It's just, this is just so great. I just can't, I don't know if I'm expressing how amazing this is. It's just so great. Like, if I had all the money in the world, I would totally keep this, And just to demonstrate, so okay, that's zero drag on the pan. So we're just gonna turn this knob here, and that gives us, but then you move it and you're like, oh my God, that's incredible. And then if you go to, it's gonna take time for us to turn this around because it's so slow now. Okay, and then you push this guy forward, right? Oh my God. It feels like a gigantic camera. It makes it feel, it just feels epic. And I swear to God, if you use this, you won't be able to use another tripod. I'm screwed. I had to buy a 1030D for the Alexa, right? And I'm kind of giving up these small cameras a little bit. But the 1030D actually works pretty well with small cameras too, but not as good as this. The plate comes off really easily. You know, it's really sturdy. It's really sturdy on it. I wouldn't go jerking around on it, but you know, there's a little, I don't know if you can see it here. There's a little arm that comes out right there. And then that allows you to move the camera plate forward and back, right? And this one's a little bit stiff. But you move it back and forth. That's to help you balance your camera, right? Depending on where your weight is. And then you lock it down. You have to be careful with that. You know, those are areas, this is an area where the tripods do break. And then, and this, you just pull this red knob out here and then lift the plate off. And then you have basically like, you know, you have this plate with like it's got like this notch on one side there and then like a slot in the other. And that's how you know where it goes. So you put it into that and like that. That's it. Now, that brings up a good point. If something does break on this thing, right? Or if you know, damaged, you know, like you have the lock. This happened to me. I sold one of these and the guy accidentally like had this up, his AC, didn't know how to use an O'Connor or something, pulled that up, locked it, and then cranked on it, and then damaged the friction plate or whatever. These guys out here at Transylvania Film can fix these. So I think one of the reasons why people don't buy these things is because they're afraid that they're not going to be able to get them fixed. But that's totally false. They fix them. They're really nice guys, and you know, I've been going out there for now a couple of years, right? They're really nice, and they take care of these. You know, he does it in a pretty timely fashion. He even restores these things. So he basically will you know, takes it all apart, strips all the paint off of it, and then repaints it flat black. And it's really cool. I mean, it looks like gunmetal black, you know, like the O'Connor black. So, you know, that's an option as well. And there was a guy who bought from me who did that. And I mean, you're getting a brand new tripod. You know, you're getting a brand new head, you know, which is really cool. Especially with these like older heads. Like, so I think that's why it's important to make a video about these heads, because this was still made here in California. Whereas now they're made in like Costa Rica or something like that, which isn't, you know, that's not the worst thing in the world. But this was actually designed and built in California. How crazy is that? All right, so that's it for this guy. Woo! Now we're gonna go to the 515S.